what brought me to the office was like first and foremost, like the quarantine hit, like I was working in a terrible ergonomic setup. I had some lower back injuries from like living an active lifestyle. And I had just reached my breaking point where like I couldn't sit down for extended periods of time. I couldn't walk for over a mile. And a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, had recommended Sonic Chiro, and like told me about you, told me about like your systematic approach to how you kind of develop your like therapeutic solutions, I guess. And yeah, so like that's what brought me in. I was ready for change.
I remember when Brent came in, he's pretty big into skateboarding. He shows me and tags me in all of his skateboarding fails and successes, which is really fun to see, and I cringe when he falls, but it makes sense now why he came in. He couldn't stand up, right? He had low back pain, he had trouble driving, he had trouble sitting all day at work.
Our first x-ray, like we had looked at like my lower back, it was crooked, like my neck, everything. It just like, I think you had told me like you look at your body like an X, right? And all of these pieces that hold like all of like the pressure points in your body and stuff like that, like the most vital parts of my body, they were out of alignment, and that's what was causing all of my injuries.
It was pretty clear to both of us that he needed some work on his low back. Intuitively in the exam, he kept even telling me, my low back feels really straight, all those joints feel really jammed, I have a lot of tension back there.
We go into stretches, that's the first thing we do. It's like very minimal, just do a couple stretches just to like get me loosened up. And then we go through traction, and traction, it helps kind of pinpoint the stretches of like what we're about to adjust and work on throughout like the series of our 30-minute appointment. And then after traction, that's when we go into the adjustments, and like kind of like what we just have like our talk. Like you adjust me and I'm like, oh, I think that we can even go a little bit further. And that's, I think, is where we're getting the results, is like just like coming in every single week. And it's almost like the highlight of my week now too, is like coming in, getting to talk to you and like going through those adjustments. And since coming, like I feel like I can stand up straight, like my body's aligned, it's more fluid in movements.
Since Brent has started coming in, he has made tremendous progress. He started coming in, he was really in a lot of pain, and since he's been doing treatment, we've been doing exercises, adjusting, and traction with him. He's now been able to walk a little bit more upright, he's skateboarding more freely, longer walks with his dog, hanging out more with his boyfriend. It's
had a much larger impact on my life than I thought it was going to. Like, it's not just like coming in and getting adjusted. It's like I'm changing my lifestyle for the better. Like, and it's all in an hour a week. Like, I spend more time getting Starbucks than I do here.